Mary from Pilates Malaysia, a physiotherapist and STOTT Pilates instructor. So today's video is specifically for my fellow runners who just love running in general, a triathlete, or whether you're a marathon runner, this is the video for you. In this video, I'm going to teach you a few exercises on how to activate the correct muscles for the lower limb and also the core so that you can have an optimum running performance. So the first and most important thing to do is core engagement. In STOTT Pilates principle number 1, breathing, it states that the activation of the transverse abdominis muscle through the peripheral muscle increase the intra-abdominal pressure around the girdle area. With that engagement, you'll feel a sensation of lifting and you feel that your feet is light on the floor. Just like how dancers are very light on the floor, and if you're a runner, it will definitely benefit you in the long run. So how are you going to activate the transverse abdominis with breathing? You're going to cross the legs here, you're going to lean forward. So the peripheral muscle is a thin sheet of muscle sitting right below here, where if you lean forward, you're actually sitting on it already. This thin sheet of muscle is an exhale movement where the middle of this muscle will be drawn outwards towards the belly button. It's like pulling a tissue out of a tissue box, right? So for female, you can imagine that you are slowing down your pee stream, okay? For males, you can imagine that you are pulling your scrotum outwards towards your belly button, okay? There's a lot of imagination here, okay? So as you breathe in, breathe out. Think about the cues that I've just said. Draw it upwards towards the belly button. You should feel there's a sensation of contraction of the thin sheet of muscles up towards the belly button. And you can feel there's a slight tightening at the abdominals. So the next stretch we're going to do is actually the world greatest stretch. It helps you to open up the hips, create more mobility at the thoracic spine, and helps you to activate the posterior muscle here, posterior chain muscles of the leg. So you are going to go into a deep lunge position here. Your both arms will be the medial part, the inside part of the outside leg. So as you can see, the back leg is engaging straight. Glutes are engaging here. And this hip is pushing outwards slightly to create more stretching sensation on the hip. Now you're going to put the elbow here, touch the ground and open up. 1, 2. So as you can see, I'm rotating the spine here. The arm, supporting arm is very strong. You're not dropping, pushing away from the floor. Do this 12 times and change. Again, hip open, both arms is inside, right in front of the body. The arms that is closer to the bending knee will touch and open. Feel the lengthening of the arms away from the body. 12 times again. Do 3 sets. This is very good for mobility before and after your run. So the next exercise is called the hip extension, hip abduction in standing. So in running, it is very important to not just depend on the quad muscle for your runs, but actually depending on the posterior chain muscles. Because the posterior chain muscles, especially the glutes and the gluteus medius, is a stronger muscle. That's where your endurance will come in. Because your quad muscles will give way first. So to start, you can actually hold on something. Or if you're not holding on anything, it's fine also. So if you're holding on something, you're going to put one leg back first. Okay? You can bend the elbow slightly so that you don't extend the spine. You're going to extend, just squeeze the bum here. Feel the activation. Hold it for 5 seconds first to feel the glute activation and do pulsing. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Hold there another 5 seconds and change sides. It is important to hold in that position because you will actually try to understand how the glute muscle activations is first. Then you're going to do pulsing 10 times. After the 10 times hold, and then the glute abduction. Glute abduction is this way. This is a pure hip abduction movement. You're not doing this kind of movement. Yeah? So when you're doing this kind of movement, try not to drop this hip downwards. Make sure the hip is square. Here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure everything is square. Hip is stable. After the 10 times hold in that position, and relax. Change sides. And hold to activate. The gluteus medius is here, yeah? And relax. So once you understand how to engage the gluteus maximus and the medius, we're going to put it in a more functional aspect, which is the sumo squat. So why did we choose the sumo squat? Because the sumo squat creates starting position is actually a laterally rotated position. So it actually focuses more on the glutes activation. Compared to the narrow squat, it focuses more on the quads muscle. But depending on where your weight transfer is to, right? So here in squat position, sumo squat, making sure your toes are facing outwards 45 degrees. You can hold a weight with you, or you can do body weight first. As you squat, you're going to think of sitting back. You're not hinging forward. You're going to sit back all the way. Tuck the tailbone out. Not too much also. And you're not doing this. This is wrong. This is no glute activation whatsoever. Feel that as a spreading of the butt cheek. And as you exhale, squeeze the bum at the top. You're not doing this. Just squeeze here. See, the upper body doesn't move. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay? So the head doesn't do this. You're giving tension in the neck. Yeah? So they'll do this 12 times here. Making sure the knee is aligned with the second toe as you do this. And you want more challenge, you can add a little bit of weight here. I have a kettlebell. You can hold the kettlebell here or the dumbbell in this position and do the same thing. Once you hold a weight, it's very important you are not doing this. Here, body is straight, core is engaged. And squat. The next exercise is called the Eccentric Single Leg exercise, because when you're running, you are actually engaging one leg after another. So it makes sense to train towards that direction. You can use something to hold or not, it's up to you. Yeah? You're going to go into a squat on one leg. So in this single leg squat, try not to shift the body forward. You're going to think of sitting backwards. Right? Down and up. Yeah? Down, eccentric control. Put both legs together and up. So once you're confident here, change leg. So when you're doing a single leg exercise, it's very important to note that you are not shifting the hip at one side on your standing leg. Make sure that your gluteus medius is engaged so that your pelvic is square. The next exercise is a plyometric exercise for you, so you can combine everything that you have learned in this video into one. This plyometric exercise is actually a lunge to a jump. Let me demonstrate to you. So the moment you are in a lunge position, here, the core should be activated and you should be using power from the glutes, mainly from the glutes and from your quads, to push yourself upwards into a jump. And when you land, it should be a very stable landing, not your hip going this way. See, unstable. So your hip should be stable and square on the landing. Let me demonstrate the other side. Front view. Running hand position. You're gonna do this exercise for 12 reps. Do 3 sets or 4 sets. Yeah? So this is very good for your application of running. And remember to activate the core. So thank you for this video. I hope you find this video very helpful for you. And if you have any other further questions or inquiries, do visit our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channel at Pilates Malaysia. Bye bye!